So Ramesh, in this video, let's show them how to create the Internet of Things. And this particular implementation will get weather from the openweathermap.org. But before we run this program, we're going to have to change 4 things.
So these are 4 things you'll have to change in order to make the starter file work for you.
Okay. The first is the access point. Here in this room, the access point is my cell phone. So I have to change the access point SSID name to the name of my access point. I have to configure the device to have the correct encryption. And so my phone is using WPA, so I have to tell it WPA. And lastly, I need the password to get onto that access point. So you're going to have to change these 3 parameters to match your access point. The 4th thing we have to change is that API ID that we got a couple of videos ago. And so down here in the request string, we have to set this APP ID to the string which logs us into the server. Now this was my string. Again, you're going to have to go get your own string in order for this to work. All right, so I've set up that IP. And now we're ready to go. So, build, which is to compile. I got my Launchpad and my CC3100 plugged in, so I'm going to load it. Okay, that's good. And next I'm going to debug. Okay, so debugging will bring me into the debugger, clearly. All right. What I'm going to do is just step over this main program to show you each of the steps that we going to do. Okay, so it's running at 50 megahertz, the UART's connected, my LEDs are connected, it prints out a message, and now this step here is going to initialize the hardware. If this fails, or if this one fails, if either of these 2 initializations fail, that means your Launchpad or your CC3100 is broken. All right. The first step to getting on the internet is to connect to the access point. All right, so, and these are the 3 parameters, the passkey and the type that I need to get onto the internet. So what it's going to do is pass those things, those 3 things, into my access point. All right, so we'll put a breakpoint there, and we'll run and see if we connect to the access point. There we go, connected. Again, if you can't connect to the access point, there's a video coming up later that can help you debug that. But now my Internet of Things is connected to the Wi-Fi hotspot. All right. Now what do we got to do?
Now we're going to send a request to the Open Weather Map. In order to do that, we're going to first get the host name, resolve it, and then we'll make a socket which will be our mechanism to talk to the server. We'll connect to it and we'll start sending requests.
All right, so the first step is to use the domain name system to convert the string openweathermap.org into the IP address. All right, so let's see if it works. Step over. Ooh, there we go. All right, so what just happened is the string openweathermap.org was converted to a 32-bit IP address. So Ramesh, what does that mean?
That is the IP address which, when translated, is 188.166.99.78.
So the BC was what?
The BC was 188. The A6 was 166, the 63 is 99, and the 4E is 78. So if you want to access this site, which John is going to show you, you can use the IP address or you can use the symbolic name. So it's 188.166.99.78.
All right, I don't know. Whoa, you're a genius, Ramesh. It works. All right, so That's where the openweathermap.org is. All right, good work. All right, let's see what's next. All right, so we have the IP address. The next thing we're going to do is create a socket. Okay. He told you that the port number was 80. Okay, that's right. All right, let's see, step over. All right, so we created a socket. Now this next step is to connect to the server using that socket. All right. There we go. So now we're connected up to the openweathermap.org server. Ooh, now what?
Well, let's send some request.
All right, so let's look at the format request. So I'm going to take this and put it into my memory window. And so if we open up this, and we can see that this is the string that we're going to send to the server. The get string is our formatted string for looking for the weather in Austin, Texas, with the API ID. Okay, let's see what's next. All right, step over.
So let's go ahead and send the request.
All right.
So there you are, you're copying it, and now
the request got sent. All right. Let's see if we got anything back. Oh, we did. All right, so this buffer here contains the string response. So let's look at it. There is the weather. All right. There we go, the weather. Okay. Sky is still clear. Yeah. Nice.
So what we showed you is how the a server provides a service to any client, and the client can be a browser, a client can be an embedded device, it can be a phone, anything as long as it adheres to the protocol that the server expects you to talk to it with.
All right. So in summary, we showed you the steps on how to fetch data off a server. So what we encourage you to do is to play with the fields, like go fetch the weather from some other city.
Yeah.
All right, you try.